is Ethel Mortenson Davis, and I'm from Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. I'm in the Emily Dickinson Poetry Group in Door County, and also in Wisconsin Poetry Group. I've been writing since age 15 and had some very good English teachers at Wausau High School, and so for a long time I've been writing. The two English teachers, Miss Ross and Mr. Schumacher, were very inspirational teachers. I had sisters that were older than myself and inspired me to do creative writing. Robert Frost and many of the American and English poets had a great influence. I have 6 books in print. You can find them on Amazon.com, and I have a recent book published by Kelsey Publishers, and it's a overview of some very early poems and then very recent poems. And the name of the book is A Letter on the Horizons Poem. Some of the journals are Poetry Breakfast online journals, Wisconsin journals, and some of the Door County journals, and have published in more regional publications. Well, I would read something if I may.
Yeah.
I would read a poem that's a recent poem, and what poetry is. And it goes like this: poetry. I will call you dignity. You are my mother. You elevate our character. And I will call you generosity. You are my father. You give us a largeness that frees us from small meanness. Anyway, it describes what poetry means to me. It elevates us, and it gives us dignity, and it makes us generous. It gives us a largeness that we need in our world today. The goal is to continue to write and to produce books, and I have in mind now the next book. So it's an exciting creative endeavor. I also do artwork, and this was my major in college, was fine arts. So I also I'm a visual poet and also do visual art. I believe that we can connect to a larger universal, a larger national, and also worldwide movements. I think we can connect to the women's movements. Being a woman, I think we can connect to the Save Our and Protect Our Earth movements. These are things that we can be part of and write about. I'll just read you a short poem, it's about the creative process of writing the poem, and it uses an image in this poem. It's entitled Celestial Bird, the Poem. One became caught last night in my net. This morning I untangled him, eyes true and bright, magnificent iridescent feathers, and a warm beating heart that stayed in my hand as I threw him up into the air so he could continue his flight across the universe. Cricket. Tonight, black cricket, if you sing your golden song, you can have my room. And I'll finish the poem that I started, entitled Poetry. I will call you dignity, you are my mother. You elevate our character. And I will call you generosity, you are my father. You give us a largeness that frees us from small meanness. As for you, humanity, I will call you lost. Remember when you said, "What good is poetry? I cannot shape it into a vessel and drink water out of it. I cannot form it into a purse and hold my money in it. Now, my lost one, you have fallen into a hole. You are on your hands and knees calling in the darkness for your mother and father, calling for poetry to be written." Ethel Mortenson Davis, have a happy Poetry Month.